Hey, everybody.
Armageddon.
Ermagerd.
Armageddon.
We're back.
Huh.
And we're going to talk about ships.
Oh,
But you get to pick the ships. That's the fun part. You super chat in or you PayPal in,
what?
and we
What?
look up the ship you've suggested, and we talk about it. People
What?
love these lives. So yeah, it's going to be fun, hopefully.
We do
Maybe.
that?
Sure. Yeah, I
Wow,
think
that's
so. I mean,
exciting.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Including the community, hanging out with you guys, talking
Mm-hmm.
about the shit you guys want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
As
the ships, not the shit.
well,
Express.
it can be the shit in a good way, right? It
Yeah.
can be, and there's all sci-fi, of course, based on the thumbnail. But Stuart, give clarification to what this top banner says, because it's a useful new thing we're trying.
I don't know what it says, so I'll have
Two
to
for one.
look at it. 2-for-1 submissions. If you put in through PayPal, which we get a bigger chunk of, which is awesome.
Much bigger.
It still supports the channel, and you'll get 2 ships choices for every, $5 that you throw in, I guess. Yeah.
So if you want to be a silly old person, put in a 20, which means you get 4. That means you get a whole slew of cool things. Or you can even put in 20 and say 4 or even 8, people other, you know, which would be nice. And we're not giving YouTube a third. And thirds mount up.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes. So PayPal does help immensely. So
Mm-hmm.
bear that in mind. And you can send your PayPals to trekyards@hotmail.com. Very easy. Just let us know. We will look it up on the live and read it. And yeah, we appreciate the support. So
Yeah. This is up to you guys. There's a lot
17
of
of you
fun shit.
here, 9 likes.
Start sharing. I will see
Hit
you in
like.
a mo.
Yes. Hopefully my signal doesn't break up too badly. For some reason, our internet connection here has been crap the last couple days. Anyhow, hit the like button, guys. There's 21 of you here, 9 likes. Let's get those likes up to 20 if we can. And we'd really appreciate that. Also, there is an option down there to join the channel here on YouTube. Click the join button or head on over to Patreon/Trekyards, where you can support us on a monthly basis as well. Um, it all adds up. And yeah, just like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click notification bell icon to all. Don't forget to check out the links in the description down below. There are links to the Teespring and TeePublic store, and we will definitely be, you know, hoping that you guys do that, because if you click the links, even if you don't buy Trekyards stuff, it all adds up and helps us out immensely. So lots of ways to support and help. Yes, cool. I'll get to the super chats as soon as Sam gets back from sharing the video around. But yeah, we're here to talk about any of these ships you'd like to talk about. There should be some good ones, I would assume, and some maybe not so good ones. We'll have to see. We will discuss, and I like doing these. I get introduced to new ships that I don't know about, and it's never frustrating, not even once, not even when Classic for Real shows up. Um, and it's all good. So anyway, yeah. Yes. All right. Hit like 30 people here now, 14 likes. Get those likes up. Sam will be back from sharing in just a second, and then we will get underway. We got a few super chats in already, which is great. And like I said, you can PayPal in to trekyards@hotmail.com, and that gives you you get more bang for your buck that way. So any ways you can think of to support, we would appreciate it. So just share the videos, put a super thanks on an edited video, super chat during these lives, all the things. I need a drink of water. Lots of paradise. Is it Ruby Rod or Roddy Rod? Ruby Rod. Anyway, yeah, great movie. Yes, I got a question, but it'll take a while to write. Well, then take a while and write it. and we will try to address it and answer it. 26 people here, 17 likes. Let's get those likes up to 20, guys. We can hit 25, no problem. Ruby Rod. All right, there we go. Yeah, like I said, hopefully my signal's not cutting out too badly. Oh my God, he's back.
Yes. You're welcome. I know you missed me.
I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why the signal's so bad. I didn't miss you at all.
Well, that's harsh. Don't know, I'm smiling about that being harsh, but yeah. What is he like? What is he like, you know?
Uh-huh.
Bloody handsome Canadian devil. Well, people didn't know. Someone famous didn't know earlier Canadian.
Oh, yes. Well, he's not really famous. He's just
I was trying to
fabulous
sound
and awesome.
cool. All right,
I'm sure he'd... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you have any submissions to discuss? To get the ball rolling, as it were.
We do.
Super.
Which slide are we on?
10 just jumped down to the bottom, so 61.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, so first off, we got Olivia with $5. Blip, a Hail Mary trailer. Yeah, the new Hail Mary movie looks fantastic. I can't wait to see that. Should probably read the book first, but
is that a football movie, I'm guessing? And by football, I mean either ton of football. Hail Mary?
No, it's a space movie.
Oh, because Hail Mary's a thing in football. Or whatever. One of the two sports.
Sure. No, it's about an astronaut who's not an astronaut because he puts the "not" in astronaut.
Yes, there was Ryan Gosling.
Yes, and he's going up to investigate what's going on with our sun because he's a scientist.
Yep.
And his
no choice.
Ship takes a while to get there, and he's by himself.
Well, I mean, the trailer was good. They spoiled most of the movie, which implies either that is the whole movie, or there's going to be more twists. But I was surprised how much they just spoiled out of the blue. It's like the thing at the end could not. Oh, it's true. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You do know what I mean.
It's not spoiling anything. The book's really good. The book's by the same guy that did The Martian.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've heard it's really fantastic. So
like I said, they showed all the main plot points of a normal movie, and there's still more movie. There's a lot of movie in there, then, right?
Yeah.
I felt like I already had 3 twists. Trying to get the picture. Explorer. Well, why don't you read out a couple so people know what they've got to look forward to. And again, PayPal, we will get far more. So if you want to put in 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, that absolutely does more.
All right. And Dan Ben, of course, with £2. Star Wars Legends, Old Republic, Axehead frigate.
I'm
going to stop there and look at this picture now.
I assume that's it. There's a few miniature shots, but I can't imagine.
That's 2 ships in 1 picture, so I'm not sure which one we're talking about here. The blip, I would assume, is the alien ship.
So when you search Hail Mary, there's miniatures from old times. That might be the book based on, but I don't know if you're asking for the film. This is the only reference shot on Google.
Did you look up blip?
Blip a Hail Mary.
Well, perfect.
The film hasn't come
I assume
out
the blip
yet,
is the alien ship. Yeah.
No idea. You tell us.
Yeah, pretty sure the blip would be the alien ship. The human ship here looks very modern day NASA, which is fine. Kind of typical for this kind of story. But the blip ship, if it is the alien ship, looks quite cool. I mean, it's got some kind of antenna thing that doesn't... there's a lot there, so it looks like there's stuff going on, but not. It's kind of an odd look, but it's good. And it definitely looks alien. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to the movie. Can't wait to see it and actually discuss it.
I remember thinking directly, oh, it's the, not literally, but the lighting. reminded me, and the Starship reminded me of the signal bearers ship from Discovery, the first episode. Like same lighting, battle bearing stars, same sort of ultra rough.
Mm.
I was like, oh, it's that thing. Cool.
Yeah.
So signal bearer thing kind of looks like that.
Yeah, looks cool. Looks cool. I like the design. I can't wait to see the movie though, because it's gonna be good.
Yeah, Marshall was a really good film. Very long, but a lot happened, so it makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, and very grounded in reality as far as NASA, sort of, but not, because some of the stuff in that is a little ridiculous. But that's okay. Next up is Dan Ben with £2. Star Wars Legends Old Republic Axehead frigate. So I assume is like the Hammerhead. Would make sense.
Some.
Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. It doesn't serve a purpose like the Hammerhead does, like for pushing other starships by the looks of it. I wouldn't know what the purpose of this would be to have that front head look like that, but it's a cool enough looking design. It's just I need a purpose for it, you know? Don't know if those are weapons mounts on the front or if there's some kind of like energy net that goes between them to do something with. Not sure. But I like the design. Yeah. Could assume it's made by the same company that makes the Hammerhead. But yeah.
I mean, it's on that line of not being a Star Wars ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the red ties it in direct to what we know being the Hammerhead and the Old Republic ships, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, very gentle craft. It seems like an odd thing to say, but it seems very uncreative and unimaginative. But also, as a basic freighter in the Star Wars universe, like that, those aren't prerequisites for it to be exciting. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not. It's not poo for it. It's just basic, but it's a fine basic. But it's basic.
It's a basic bitch design, is what he's saying.
Wow.
But no, it's simplistic and I kind of like it. No complaints. I just want to know what its purpose is, what it was specifically built for, because you don't just build ships for the sake of a cool design. I mean, some people do, but I prefer functionality, you know, instead of form over function. I think there should be some kind of function going on with a lot of these. So,
And does
yeah.
it make sense to have a giant plasma weapon at the front? As in, if that a weapon, or is it going that way? Is that propulsion?
I'm pretty sure that's the back. That's the engine.
Oh, see, I assumed that was the front for whatever reason.
No. I don't think so.
See, I assumed it was firing a giant laser.
No, I think that's the
Ah.
engine, the thrust. That's why it's an axe head, not an axe ass. Or axe tail. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Next up, we got Mark Lawrence with $20. Damn, Mark, that's awesome. Thank you.
Makes a difference, as you know.
I have to go with the Marklar spaceship from South Park from the episodes Starvin' Marvin in Space. So glad I could sneak South Park into this live stream. LOL. Hey, well, that's this one here.
That's from a trailer that was a lie, but I couldn't find reference shots of it. That's the thing, guys. You're saying a thing. If you Google it and nothing comes up, we are not able to go and search, download the video, find a thing. I've got to be able to find it in under a minute, ideally, especially when it's like 4 or 5. So that's lucky that's there, but you know, pick obscure ones does not mean they're necessarily right and accessible. But that's from a trailer for this season, but it's not in the season because they lied, because they were told, which I think is great. They were told, you're gonna make a trailer for the part of Paramount's, we're doing new things or whatever. They're like, we make things that week.
Well, yeah, they make them the week of, so
they just did stuff, and he repaired. So hence the reference, which is great.
I like the little personal egg ship thing. Don't know what Kenny's breathing, if anything. Well, Kenny's probably dead, so it's fine.
Yeah, those cold, soulless eyes. Classic Kenny.
There's P. Diddy in the background.
Yep.
The jetpack. Oh, well, there's not much to go on here, but yeah, I mean, it's got pedals and it's got, levers. So it's definitely functional, as you can tell. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, the form is the function.
Kind of reminds me of the ship from the movie The Explorers, where they kind of build their own ship out of some parts. It's kind of got that vibe going on.
And just because it's been in the
But
news, poll coming about South Park, because why not? And if anyone wants to put in, it's not technically a spaceship, but we've not talked about it ever in this format. If anyone wants to put in either via this or on the PayPal, which we'll check in a minute, the Inner Space 2 crafts, because this got me thinking. I assume you've seen Inner Space? The Dennis Quaid? Yeah, I really like that film. Sort of like Cowboy, Rob Picardo. And it has 2 different crafts that are microcraft, but they're also kind of like they look more like spacecrafts in a sense. I'd love to look at those, if you guys want to put in for them, because they're really interesting designs and remind me of this. And remember, 2 for 1 on PayPal, so if you have some ideas, throw them in the PayPal. You get 2 for the price of whatever you submit.
Yeah.
So we like talking about things.
All right. There we go. Let's get rid of this one and see what's next. Next up, we got Olivia, $5. The Patrick Starship Enterprise from a Paramount Plus promotional. Ah, yes. There it is. It's literally Patrick as a spaceship. It's awful. I mean, it looks like a big balloon.
Oh no, Stuart. Oh,
I'm not a SpongeBob fan, so I mean the trailer was kind of funny. The video was kind of funny, the promotional thing, but yeah, it's just a big starfish, man. Got some windows, interesting enough design. I mean, you could do the arms move? Can it like grab onto other starships? I don't know.
yeah. This needs to work
This
with
is just
Mega
a silly
Maid
one.
and just like hug.
Yeah.
You know,
We can
that'd be a
turn Mega
great
Maid
matchup.
into hey, you can turn Mega Maid into a mermaid and you have 2 Patrick starfish ships on our boobs.
Wait, Mega Maid?
Mergamaid, maybe.
Mermaid, Mega Maid, Med. Yeah, I think the sad, gentle, funny irony is this is a higher fidelity 3D model than a lot of the new Trek models. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is well detailed. It's
Yeah.
beautifully textured. It looks almost photoreal. There's greebling. It's like it looks better than a lot of the modern Trek ships because they're like, oh, we can go bottom dollar. This is a promotional advert where this is the centerpiece. So they put time and effort into this because it looks expensive, not like cinema, but this is an expensive looking CG model compared to the we just talked about yesterday, the Academy ship. Or no, before some of the geometry is very, very basic. This might be as well, but it's handled a lot nicer. So I think this is great. And this is how you do a spaceship based on a cartoon character in an advert. You just copy the design. You don't have to reimagine it. It's not 25% different. It's a faithful recreation, Stuart. You've got to give him credit for that. Come on.
That's true. That is true.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know
Gorgonzola though says, is that from the 2379 big Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade from Earth to Mars? Yeah, it looks like one of those big parade balloons for sure. Yeah.
That is a funny reference. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say about this. It's just it was fun. It was cool to see. But I'm glad it's not actually going to be an episode because I can justify the Muppet episode. I can justify the musical. This this is too much. This is too meta. This is too no. So I'm glad it was just a promotional thing. But I'm glad that they put the money into it to do that. Like that's cool to do crossover stuff like that for promotions.
Well, I still maintain that Super Bowl advert where they had every single crossover show you could think of, and everyone was done fully, like really well done, including a de-aged Bill from Bill and Ted next to Bill from Bill and Ted, and it's like that's exceptional de-aging you've done, and what? And it's an advert, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and some pretty good expensive adverts for sure.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah. But you know what I mean? This is a genuinely a very good 3D model, and that's kind of ridiculous.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You know, bar is not the highest, but yeah, yeah, very nice.
All right. Well, goodbye, Patrick. Get out of my face. All right. Next up, we've got this beast, which is tab extra, 50 krona. The Corvette Surprise from Star Command, aka In the Fold, 1996.
Now I looked for any distinct reference, and nothing came up that was useful. But this is the front cover of the show he's mentioning. So I'm taking that as gospel. It's meant to be the same thing. Yes.
Hmm. Well, as with Star Command, like, or not Star Command, like, um, Star Blazers and stuff, but just taking a modern day warship and turning it into a spaceship. This is the same kind of vibe to me. It's very much a pirate ship, which is self-explanatory with the skull and crossbones and the flag, and it's got a very cool, interesting look. I love that the front of it is manipulated to be larger and different than just the front of a regular ship. But yeah, I think I've seen this somewhere before.
Yeah, I don't know where
It's
either.
it's quite a striking image, and yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more of what's going on here. But yeah, I like the pirate vibe. I like the color, the shapes are pretty cool. Um, wish there was more to see. Looks like there's more of the back end there, but I don't know.
I'd love
Overall, it's pretty cool design.
I'd love to know what came first, this or Yamato. So it feels like it's on the same hymn book, which is not a problem, but like the same era of like, yes, we want this and this. It's like, yeah, you know. But no, it's reasonably effective.
Yeah.
I I I think I sort of prefer it to Yamato in the abstract because they've removed some boatiness to replace with shippiness, which is always my biggest complaint. I like having that front, which feels the least boatal dynamic, versus aerodynamic.
Boatal dynamic is now a word. Yep.
Hail K on, because you know boats like there's a certain, I can imagine there to be certain. It helps have a bit of a point to go through the water. This is a big brick, so I like that distinct difference. And you know, if you were
Yes.
doing some weird alien fu societal ship, having a giant skull and crossbone is a very effective piece of like intimidation. So there's a structure here that I quite like, while still being a relatively low-fi artist. Although considering this is a hand-drawn, look at the little specularity whoever drew this did. Like it's got the planet reflection, like lovely. I don't know if the spec makes sense, honestly, where it's placed. I don't think it actually does, but like put a lot of detail. It's put a lot of detail. Sean, which Red Dwarf? The original one, or the remastered one, or the super remastered one, which is the like uber long one. There's several versions that they've changed throughout the years, and changed back ironically because everyone liked the first one.
So let us know in the regular chat, Sean, which one you're talking about. We will look at that. Yeah,
And I'm refreshing the
I would
old
be interested to see other ships.
PayPal as well.
I'd be interested to see other ships in the fleet for
Yeah.
this ship design because
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Nothing with PayPal. Yep, like we said, 2 for the price of 1. So 5 on PayPal means you get 2 picks. So why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Uh, Tab extra again with 50 Cronus. Thank you. Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space, the movie, 1998. It was 1998. Holy shit. It was so well done. Yeah. This is a movie that I really enjoy, and it is definitely a guilty-ish pleasure of mine, but it's action-packed, it's fun, it's got a fantastic soundtrack, good cast, and they pay homage to the original Jupiter 2 in it, because the launch vehicle for this is the Jupiter 2 essentially gets blasted up and then breaks out for this to come out of it. So yeah, you redesigned the ship, but at least you made an effort to tie it into what the original one looked like. This has got a unique configuration with the asymmetry going on, but the internal design is also really cool in this. Like, it is a fun movie up to a point. And the ship, seeing it in motion is really good. Like, it looks fantastic moving. So there's a lot to like here. But yeah, I mean, the movie's great up to a point, and then it just kind of gets stupid. But that's neither here nor there. I always thought it was blue, this ship, though. Like, it feels. I think the toys, a lot of the toys and stuff are blue for it. So I think that's maybe why. I think
I've been looking vaguely about this. I'm just kind of interested, and yeah, they are. They have a blue hue. This obviously you got the movie, but then when they sold the miniature, these amazing reference shots came out, which I absolutely adore. Because, boy, right, a lot of detail in these, and then it kind of shows it was more muted, and they obviously did stuff in post, which is absolutely fine. And it's funny you say guilty pleasure. I'm really happy to be here that day. When I saw this news, and I instantly clicked on the ad, and I bought the Lost in Space limited edition 4K release from Arrow Films the day it was set for pre-order. So of all the films that was derided at the cinema, I went ahead and I spent $32 American on the 4K version, because you know what, it's great up until a point. It has some very good little scenes, like good design work. For the most part, every character is good, but then they're also bad. It's odd. The robot design's excellent. Great use of Gary Oldman. But I think it's the first time I ever saw him in anything. And like, he's pre Gary Oldman. He's like he's he's a great miniature work. I'm excited to see it in 4K. It should be cleaned up. So yeah, I'm really excited for that 4K, because I love me some 4K. I'm thankful that we buy enough 4K as a society to justify more films like that in 4K. Right. My thoughts on the ship. Yeah, it's great. It's probably too alien for the film. Possibly, right? Because what can you relate to as a human? Right?
To me, it kind of gives Stargate vibes. Like, it looks like it's got like hieroglyphics and stuff on it, like ancient Egyptian almost.
Well, it looks like the Al-Kesh.
So it's kind of got,
in terms of shape. It's very, very similar.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see why you're saying it looks alien, but
well, it doesn't look human. Like, of that era, which was close to Earth, it's just a bit too sleek and nice. Versus the one in the new series, which looks like a NASA thing. It's you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference here. But that's why I like this. It feels so its own thing. Lovely, weird detailing, panel lines, color. I kind of feel as Enterprise refit elegance to it. Like, they're inspired, because the way it's done feels a little bit, the colors, like I see some hallmarks of that. And yeah, great swimming.
Oh yeah.
I was teased myself years ago to ask my modeling team to rebuild this in 3D, and then we found these miniature reference shots. I'm like, oh god, I'm so sorry if I had to ask you to do it, because there's so many little intricate things that all come together. It's not as easy as you think without reference, but I would love to see it do something in some form. But you'd have to build it properly, right? I think it's great. It's actually probably the best part of that film, like single piece, is the design work. If I would say a single piece, right?
I don't know. I think Mimi Rogers and Heather Graham and Lacey Chabert, something like that. They were all fantastic.
Heather Graham was good. Like Siren and things when she was younger, because everyone goes through their eras.
What are you saying, Sam?
But I'm now old.
Am I getting better with age or worse? Oh, you weren't talking about me. Fine.
Anyway, so basically, this episode of Trekyards is sponsored by Arrow Films. Go buy Lost in Space 4K Blu-ray.
Hashtag not officially sponsored. Just saying.
Hashtag bullshit. Yeah. What do you guys think, actually? I mean, we've sort of been having our own little debates. What do you guys think about this? Do you follow us in the you like it vibe? Because we both quite like it. Let us know what you think. And I think I'll finish out the poll. 35 votes. Are you a fan of South Park? Just a generic question there. 51% say yes. 34% say meh. 11% say no. And 3%, which is one person, says hate it. I want to add that in. Interesting.
Oh no. Yeah. Sean O'Sullivan said pick one. He doesn't care about whichever
Oh, whichever dwarf.
red dwarf you want to pick.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. I had forgotten about this. I'll look to the next one. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Go with the
So yeah, guys,
OG.
hit the like button. We have 38 people or 38 likes, sorry, and 52 people watching. So hit the like button and super chat in. We want to talk about your ships. Yeah, this has been interesting. Some of them I just don't know what to say. Like Patrick Starfish ship. It's just silly for the sake of being silly, I guess.
Well, and Libya
But
is known for being serious answers, so she really went against the grain there.
yeah, yeah.
And as ever, are we going to see a single Stargate interesting ship this time? I always ask for them, and no one ever gives me the unique Stargate ships. Because there's so many good ones.
Name 5. Because I don't believe you.
Guild Mothership.
I'm just kidding. Don't.
Okay. I could have gone for a little while there.
Whatever you can do to make him not talk about Stargate, I'm down. throwing $20 to say no Stargate ships.
Oh god. Imagine if we were dicks and had like a reverse super chat policy when you could nullify someone's super chat with a super chat. We're not doing that because it's silly. But that would be cool. Would be quite funny, right? That would be quite
Sure.
I would be amused by that.
I have a question for you, Sam, just to help me out a bit. Can you resize the window because to make it fit the black square in slides? Because I'm sizing them correctly, and then there's stuff being cut off, so I have to like resize.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem with the previous.
Small thing, but
yeah. Of course.
All right, what is next? Oh, we'll go back to Sean O'Sullivan's. He wants to do.
We went for the OG
Red Dwarf,
but it's the OG as seen through the lens of a more a later still. Because as I was joking earlier, they had the original design, then they changed it for the remastered version, which was coming out at the same time as another thing. So they changed it so doing the later season, and then as part of that promotion, they remastered the original ones. They swapped this for a very long one because originally it was meant to be like 3 miles long. It was meant to be really like a long cargo ship. This was not the original intention, but this is what they got because they're out of money. And so they took this basic frame and just made the middle bit like 8 middle bits, and then a few more tweaks. But because of CG, the design was the details were more limited. And again, if you want to see this other version, let us know. But then the fan reaction was like, "What?
Yeah.
We've loved this Red Dwarf for like 10 years. What are you doing?" And so when they got back to the new series, they because they built a miniature again for something official Red Dwarf like this, the original design, and then someone kept it and they would track it down because they didn't have it in the studio and borrow it again for the new series to bring it back again to put it back in, which is lovely. And the middle one, let's say, that was actually the long one because they tested the long one in as a physical miniature, and they broke it up to take as we'd seen. Literally the opposite. They built the CG version, which was the small version extended, to build this version again. They broke the miniature, which was like partially built, back into the small version because it's just one segment with the front and back. So they re-broke the real one to make. I know it's a long story of the Red Dwarfs. Just because people like the first one, yeah, no shit. Shit, what do you think of Red Dwarf, the original version?
It's a mining ship, correct? The internal volume must be insane because you do see him like on the side scrubbing the thing at the beginning, and it's quite a huge ship when they zoom out. So, but yeah, mining ship, big ship, makes a lot of sense. A lot of cargo bay, a lot of cargo area in it. It actually invokes some of the designs from the Star Trek space flight chronology. That back end having that like cage type system. There's 1 or 2 ships in the book that have that, which is very similar, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, the interior is pretty simplistic. I don't have much of an opinion on Red Dwarf as a starship. I mean, it's practical, I suppose, for what it is. It's not flashy, it's not fancy, it's not supposed to be. but yeah, I think it's interesting enough and iconic enough design that it just works. It's good for what it is. So you don't actually see it all that much in this series, do you?
Well, they made like 7 stock shots and reused them, so you see it several times each episode because they reuse the shots. So you see it
Okay.
plenty, just not necessarily lots of new shots. So it's
Yeah.
pretty constant throughout. And guys, just a reminder, we tend to ask for $5 for these things, support the channel, etc. The $2 aren't quite enough. We'll do those because that's nice, but we tend to say 5. So if you want to put in PayPal, you get 2. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it looks like a giant exocomp. I mean, kind of.
Mmm.
Put some feet on it. Sure. Yeah.
Mmm.
Yeah. What do you think of the Red Dwarf? I mean, you grew up with it, so it must
Mm-hmm.
have a special place for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's one of the best sci-fi shows ever made, in my opinion, because it just happens to be a sci-fi show that's really a situational comedy, but with
That's British.
pitch perfect characters and very, very good jokes, with every episode having a sci-fi twist that's also run of the mill. It's a very,
Yeah.
very clever thing. It's kind of one of those, and the acting is absolutely exceptional. It's with a robot that's not at all Crichton, not at all C3PO, while still being truly unique and original, and that's really hard to do. Easy back then,
Hmm.
of course, but like he's truly original. So yeah, great, and I like the ship a lot. Big bright red. I like the simplicity of it, but then you got these 2 radical shapes back and the front. Big shapes. He's a lot of form momentum when you go past it. For whatever reason, that those 2 alternate shapes, the big engine back and the big collective front, is just gives it a real sense of motion to me. Oh, I thought you were gonna jump in. And of course the logic of someone thought of it's just that asteroid is just they harvested it. I say 10 years ago. They were mining it because why would they need to be at the mine? Why would they need to be at the asteroid field? Just grab the asteroid and mine it as you go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
genius, especially if there's no faster light. So it might take you 5 years between locations. I mean, 2 years to go out, grab the biggest asteroid of the material, start going back home. By the time you're home, you mined it all. Perfect.
Yeah. That's actually brilliant.
Yeah, it's really simple, but it creates a very unique thing, like having a bloody asteroid in your craft. And just ignore the fact the sets change every single year. Who's remodeling the ship
Wow.
every year? Well,
They got nothing else to do. They might as well, right?
And the famous Starbug that says it crashes. Just a little green craft. It crashes every other episode, and the running gag is I think there's some gag in some episode where they made another something that's quite important out of the Starbug ship material because it's indestructible, so it'll survive any crash. And that was the joke because they realize they keep crashing it and never affects it. So let's make its baby helmet out of Starbug hull because it's
Yeah.
immune to damage. I really want to
So
CG model of this, but it's like again such an annoying thing to make because it's just
yeah.
classic model work. They just glued shit in places, right? Like there's not. You couldn't redo it if you tried because it's so abstractly just right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Now is Starbug its actual shuttle? Because the design aesthetic between
Oh, thanks,
Starbug
Ben.
and this thing are totally different.
Yeah, yeah, Starbug is the shuttle. Is it? Well, no, technically it's the cargo ship. They've got the blue midget, which is the shuttle. You've got the red dwarf, Starbug, which is the green cargo ship. A red dwarf, which is the mothership. And they've quite a few of each. In the remastered, you see, well, in the later series where they do more fancy things, there's a very elaborate. I believe it was one of the first robot human dance battles. And it's a sequence
Cool.
where Cat dances basically but they're not. But you see an entire row of the shuttles, and it's quite fun to see like them in scale. Yeah, it's great. It's a fun old fun thing. Like I said, I really would like this as a 3D model because it has such a charm
Mm.
to me. beyond just the oldness of its design and my legacy. It's so distinct, and it's not what you always say about just a grey protruding thing, while still being
Hmm.
humble and simple. Yeah.
And practical ish.
Yeah. 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 It's if and when we get our full backing by Indiegogo this year, and get the coffers back so we can think about future films, I'd love to dedicate some money to get Red
Mm.
Dwarf built. And I mean, it's such a silly thing to do for a Trek fan film group, but like seeing Trek characters go to Red Dwarf and interact, I would be so charmed to do that personally. But that's a lot of things to do.
It'd be hilarious if they snagged the asteroid from Inamir Darkly that had the Defiant in it. Snag that and start mining it, and then the Defiant's on the other side. And they don't realize it. And then Tholians show up. Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a visual. I'll give you that. Or even if like if they get to that saying, well, we'll do the next asteroid, and then it's yeah. I mean, that. What a twist! I like that. That's good.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
nice, bad
get through
Rhodan.
that one. All right.
Is it good?
What's next?
Is it a good?
A
Okay.
lot.
Let me know.
Yes. Millennium Griffin, $5. Buck Rogers, Thunderfighter, and Quad Thunder the Fighter. Buck Rogers, Thunderfighter, and oh, you said it again. Okay. Yeah, the Thunderfighter. This has got an interesting history actually, because this was originally designed for Battlestar Galactica to be the Vipers, and I don't know why they didn't use it. I don't know if it was just rejected or if it was like prohibitive to build or something, but they ended up going with their Vipers. So I love seeing the Thunderfighter show up in Buck Rogers. It's a fantastic design. I've always wanted a model of this. I don't have one. The toy was really fantastic as well. It's aggressive. It looks highly maneuverable. The big, powerful engines on the back. I think it's missing fins, but I think they deliberately didn't put fins on it. I mean, there's ones on the bottom, but I mean top fins, because it's a spaceship. You don't need fins or stabilizers in space. So, but yeah, the simplicity of it and just the aggressive nature of it, I just think it looks fantastic. And it's a design that holds up. Like it doesn't feel like a product of its time, made in the 70s. The Viper doesn't either really, but if I had to pick one as to be a more futuristic design, I would definitely go with the Thunderfighter. I think it just looks really great. Um, and yeah, the cockpit's really awesome as well. I think it's a two-seater, if I recall correctly. But yeah, I love these. This is one of my favorites from old sci-fi shows for sure. And it's one that I don't think about very often, but when I do, I'm like, oh man, I really want one.
I know that you obviously see it in the model world a lot when you go to a convention. This is one of those like classics, right?
Actually, you don't see it that often. That's the thing.
Oh,
That's why it
really?
doesn't pop up into my brain that often. And when I do see it, I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. I got to get one at
Oh.
some point. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I thought it'd be one because I was going to mirror that. I was going to say this is not. I think Buck Rogers sadly has just removed itself from public attention. Without remakes, redos, remasters, it went away. And so a design that might be very good, unlike BSG, which obviously had two versions in a long life, this show has whatever it had fandom, and then they're not able to appreciate anymore. So this is like a timeless design in that regard, and it does remind me, because I'm sure it's the same era. It reminds me of the sketches that Ralph McQuarrie did for Star Wars,
Yeah. Yeah.
like angular, interesting, simple, but distinct, with a good amount of plating detail. So it kind of for me, I like it less than the Viper, which has for me a more unique presence. This feels a tad more bog standard is the wrong word, but maybe because there's been more design since, it doesn't have the same uniqueness that the Viper has. Do you know what I mean?
And it's funny you say, I do know what you mean.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. It's funny you say that about Ralph McQuarrie because he did design it. This is his concept drawing. So yeah.
I kind of yeah, but it's great. It's a simple, it's almost like I can see the rocket ship inspiration. There's two rocket engines. with the forward points and then put a ship between them. Yeah, it's good. It's not my favorite. It's almost too safe. I think if you were doing, it's like the Space Above and Beyond one. I think elevates sort of the simple fighter to more sci-fi vibe. I would love to see a slightly more updated version of this, just like 19% different, right? Same exact design, but a bit more intricate, a few more unique things, like not far off, right? But it's great.
Yeah.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it does make you appreciate how timeless, like properly, like Icon, X-Wing, Viper, they just are. This is great. Those are like great. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Don't see enough of it. Wish we did. Wish there was more available for it. But Sean O'Sullivan, €2. Stargate Destiny shuttle pilot eats POS for breakfast. What is he? Shooter McGavin? First time seeing this. It does. The front and the back don't seem to match to me. Like the back, I think, speaks to the Stargate Universe ship, if I recall, that kind of shape. But the front is just it feels like a travel pod of some kind or something. It just feels like two things mashed together, honestly. I don't hate the design. I think it's interesting. And the addition of the greeblies and the darker patches on it are interesting, but they make it look sort of camouflaged or sick or hatched together. And I don't know if that's meant to be the purpose for it. So I've never seen Stargate Universe, and like I said, I think it's my first time seeing this ship. So I would assume it's about the size of a runabout inside, or maybe smaller, because those windows in the front are pretty big. So is it like a puddle jumper size inside?
These are all good questions. They made a full interior set, and they kept it Destiny because the back, like the travel pod, has a ring door which just docks in. So it's what obviously one deck. Gosh, it's a 2-seater front, a bit wider than runabout, I'd say, but not a lot, and length. Yeah, I mean, I think about on track. I think runabout would feel bigger, but this I think has more internal volume, raw, because it's not got the corridors. This is just one big space. It's a it's a shuttle. It's a cargo space, with a two. They kind of hard to see, but on either tip of either wing, there's the pulse or whatever weapons.
Okay.
But very maneuverable. There's RCS thrusters throughout. This thing can do rolls, dodges, very maneuverable. It's definitely, because Universe is all about how this is one of the very earliest ancient ships. So this thing is the analog of what we've seen later with all this beautiful advanced technology in Atlantis. This thing has, not literally, but it looks like it has rocket-propelled engines. It has classic lasers. It has RCS thrusters. Still a spaceship, but all the stuff you associate a more standard ship being. There's a puddle jumper, which is just more sci-fi, right? It's more whatever. So it's meant to be, and it is 3.2 million years old, so it's a bit rusted. That's fair, I think. We do see a fresh one for various reasons in the show, and it's gleaming and nice, and this is not that. Yeah, it's very much just like the jet fighter kind of thing, but with a lot of thrust and a lot of RCS and a lot of power. But it's pretty basic. But it fits the show, fits the aesthetic, and it fits it fits really well. Is it brilliant? No, but it fits really well. Is my opinion. I like it. I think the interior is quite nice, personally. Yeah. What do you guys
Dio
think?
says this is supposed to be the precursor to the puddle jumpers of Atlantis.
I mean, if 500,000 years and not designed to go through a Stargate.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I don't. We're in Star Trek. Oh. No. Well, that's interesting. And guys, remember, as it says at the top, if you go on PayPal and put in your super chat, it will be worth double. Because it goes a lot more towards our cause. So PayPal, consider it 2 for the price of 1. Submit a ship, and you'll get 2 options. I wonder if Sue's internet died. Stuart, where are you? Yep, power went up. Crazy. Oh, here I am. There's our reversed thing. How are you all doing? People in the community debate whether it's Old Atlantis. It is Old Atlantis, yes. Absolutely. They were seeding galaxies before Atlantis. That was not the height of their time. Yeah, way older. Not even close. Insane. If it's green, it could be wrong. Then yeah, I wouldn't not agree. Ah, bad Trojan. Well, you're looking at a giant pile jumper and a bit of a screen. Now, put in the chat. Obviously, I've got the poll of what you think of the ship, but put in your oh, you can't. I put my hand up. My hand is up. Put in the hand up if you saw Stargate Universe at all, because I want to know if you did. Stargate Universe being the fourth spin-off technically. Yeah, everyone's put in some on the PayPal, 2 for the price of 1. Be great to look at a whole slew of Stargate ships. Trekyards, is that the right email? Trekyards@hotmail.com. Yep, that is the correct one. Oh, there he is. There he is. Nope. Gone again. Stuart, we miss you. Come back. Come back. Come back, Stuart, to the live, to the live. Bad Trojan watched it. I was on the forums. The writers wiped your math last episode? What? What do you mean?
And I'm back. Yay!
So when the power goes out, do you just get a black room because there's no lights?
Well, no, I got stuff that's on like the iPad and the laptop and stuff stay lit up. So
well, that's good.
But yeah. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yay!
But yeah, not really Pearl Jumper in the sense that Pearl Jumper's starting to go through a gate. This is just a shuttle.
Yeah.
Not quite. Not quite. Oh, Bob, we'll go watch Atlantis at least. Atlantis is fantastic. Terrence, this is called a Destiny shuttle. Does what it says in the tin. Not very creative, but also doesn't need to be. Alright, where are we going next? And again, guys, PayPal.
I don't know.
2 for the price of 1. So if you have 2 ideas, put them in. You know, it helps us out more and you get 2.
Next up, we got the Bad Trojan, $2 Event Horizon Black Hole Ship.
And
Yes.
Came in
Was that the only picture you could...
Which is amazing.
Oh, awesome. Hold on a second here. God damn. Stop. I hate slides. All right, there we go.
He loves
All right,
slides,
so yes, I love that the only... No, I don't. Just the ones at the park. Anyway, of the only picture you can find is the Fleet Yards one.
It's not the only, but it's a nice, clear, clean.
Anyway, good to see the signal's still garbage. Jesus Christ.
So what do you think of the Event Horizon, Stuart? Because we can hear you just fine.
Are you going to say anything?
I did. I said, so what do you think of this Event Horizon ship, Stuart?
You might as well talk because they can hear you. They can't hear me. So,
Well,
not since you're being quiet.
Because I sent him 2 different things. So Are you okay, Stuart? Let me know, because I'm talking
I'm
to you.
fine. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. There's technical issues.
Can you
I
hear
can't
me,
really
Stuart?
resolve
Can
them.
you hear me?
Um,
If you could hear
I
me,
can hear you.
wave, wave. Can you hear me? So I said twice, Stuart. What do you think of Event Horizon? Wow, you heard it. Well, you heard it, guys. I asked him 3 times. Okay, I'll review it because he's not reviewing it. Okay, Event Horizon. Yes. Fun ship.
You keep cutting in and out, so
Terrible timing. Yeah, Event Horizon, Gothic, obviously. It both is and isn't creative, if that makes sense. It is I get it, and I'm sure the script was important in the sense that we have to break it up. We have to destroy the thing that goes back, and that was part of the story. And we have to have a giant run corridor, etc., with death spires, and it's cool. I mean, it feels appropriate to the film. I would not want to face it. Was
one.
it? I don't know if it was designated to. I don't know if it was custom built for this mission. I can't recall.
Yeah, I can't. Um, Hold on. Okay. Yes, it's got a very gothic vibe, as you said, very skeletal, very bug-like. It's got antennas everywhere. It's designed to look imposing and creepy and give you the unease, and it does that immensely well. The ick, yes. The interior is riddled with weird shit that's doesn't make any sense technological wise, but I mean also to invoke that creepy vibe. So yeah, it definitely does what it's supposed to do. It looks like a skull and a spine almost. Like it's got that bone type structure. And yeah, to have to separate the back of the ship for whatever reason.
House in space, indeed. Well, can I don't know. I'm covered in white things. Classic is here. And Classic, as said in a thing up below, we're offering a 2 for 1. So anything on the PayPal is a 2 times. So if anyone's put a 10, 20, or whatever they get, means they get double the appropriate number things. So if you have 4 ideas, you have to put in for 2, etc. So anything you want on that regard, anybody, as we still continue to go through. That might take a little while. I'll bring myself back in via the old webcam, but that's okay. It's funny, you remember the negative when things don't go wrong, but how many lives do we do when nothing goes wrong? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Poll in the chat. What you thought of the Event Horizon? I did get the 4K Blu-ray because I can't help it. Doesn't mean I've watched it yet. It's very similar to how they did, how you do like Steam games. You buy them, doesn't mean you actually watch them. But that's okay. Let's see what's the chat saying. Cuts it for real. It is trekyards@hotmail.com, as it says up there. I put it on the screen so everyone can see it. I put in if they want. Maze, the Section 1 movie was beyond terrible. Yeah, who loved Event Horizon, the film? Let me know, because I've got it right here. Do I have it right here? Or is it behind the right here? Where is it? It's very dramatic, isn't it? I'm like a voice of God, voice of... Oh, there it is. I'll show you all the fancy collector's edition, because I do like getting myself the older... Support the physical media. Yeah. Oh, no. No, dude, no. Oh, no. Don't fall down, everybody. Okay. All right. All right. Quite like that. Always quite like the black of the 4K. And I remember, so yeah, so it says you get quite a few exclusives in this. You get making a documentary, 5 documentaries, goodness. Filming it, an unfilmed rescue scene, I remember there's a thing about this where there's, in theory, a horribly graphic version. And I say that when there is also, you know, a very graphic version of what you saw. Oh gosh, there's a story, a whole story about this. The director filmed something more graphic. Oh, there he is. Where's he gone? Oh, there's teams. There's teams. Gotta kill my video. Got picked up again.
Yay! I can't see you though.
That's great. Great Event Horizon. Which is and then that's creepy, isn't it? Goodness. It's like a very creepy film. Some collector things. Oh, I forgot about this. Look at that. I got a patch. Patch from the film. Huh.
Why can I hear you but not see you? What is going on? God
Well.
damn it.
A fancy pin.
Can you hear me? I guess
yeah.
not. Okay.
I can. Oh, Stuart. Oh, you really want to
What?
see this? Because I forgot I got this. Let me stop camera and on again. Am I there now?
No, I can't see anything. I can't even see my own camera.
Okay,
All I
I'll
got
call
is...
you back then. That's crazy.
Sure.
Oh, you can't see it. I found a blueprint, guys. Oh, Gorgonzola. My first ever request. That's brilliant. Yes, if put them both in the PayPal, absolutely. Go for it. Yeah. Tooth price of one, please do.
Yay, that's working now.
And Gorgonzola's about to do his first ever request via PayPal, which is awesome. But yeah, so I got the 4K exclusive edition of the Event Horizon, and it actually came with, I had totally forgotten.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, fully licensed. Ah, my fan.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Got a bloody patch.
Well, it's not bloody yet. Get on the ship and it might be.
Yeah, showing the front. This is what they did for the front cover.
Okay, yeah.
And
creepy.
that's the back cover.
Oh, there. That's yeah.
Yep. I like getting 4Ks because it supports the media and you want to get more things.
Indeed. All right. I think I'm back now. We're hopefully good. All right, moving on.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard everything I said, but
Yep.
Just a creepy vibe on this thing. So mission accomplished. Next up, we got tab extra with 50 krona, the Roger Young from Starship Troopers 1997. Why does everybody mention this every time we do this goddamn live?
Because it's a classic. And Sean, it's $5. Play and also down as well. Because 5 guys. Unless you want to put 2 in the PayPal, then 2 would sort of get you close to 2 for 1. Would be 1. Like technically.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Roger Young design. I gotta be honest. It's trying too hard and yet not trying at all. It's a weird one. The engines and the thrusters on the back that stick out like that just don't fit with the vibe of the ship. I wish it was more of a centralized engine cluster. They're trying to go for like a like a Imperial Star Destroyer vibe with that top bridge mounted thing. I get, putting the bridge up top in the conning tower makes a lot of sense, but it still just annoys me. The front being kind of rounded like that, I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan. At least it's not. Having said that, it's not just a gray brick. They tried to do something a little different, which I appreciate, but I'm just not a fan of these ships. The bridge layout is interesting and very modern day Navy, so that's cool, I guess. But yeah, and drop ships, that's cool. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've said my piece. It's all right.
Is it better or worse than Battleship Yamato?
Better.
Okay.
Different.
Yes.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
this to me feels like a very faithful. It's an aircraft carrier as a spaceship. The motto is it's literally a ship, a
In
water
space.
ship in space. The creativity is lost with the fun gimmick being the main thing versus this is a whole new original design, etc. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I love the movie, so it's very much like it's being influenced by the fact that it's just a really, really good movie in almost all regards. So this is just a very logical, faithful, fun addition.
Yeah, yeah. The movie is fun. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I just every time I see this come up, I'm like, "Ugh." I don't know. There are much better starships to talk about than this thing.
Yeah, but I do think it's a very clever classic. And
Is it for real? No? Okay.
he is here now.
I
Yeah,
noticed.
yeah, and he has. I'm just waiting for the anime girls. I mean, he might just be about to like. He might have just gone to his sofa and like found the coins so he can like PayPal something silly, makes like 8 anime girls in a row. Fair enough, right? Fair enough for the 2 for 1 because it's a you know big old deal. But yeah, uh, you always got to
Here's the
get.
thing though. Anime girls ain't ships. So just saying. Uh Sign of the Magi says it's very boring.
Oh,
It's not as boring as it could be. This is where I'm going to stand up for it. Like I said, it tries to do some things differently than a lot of other franchises. I'm not impressed with the way that it did it necessarily. So, yeah.
it's very cohesive. It has enough fun bits, and it's great in the movie. Is it the most creative thing? No. Is it trying to be? No. Does it work? Yes. I like it.
Yeah.
And it's one
All
of the very
right.
few, like the Star Destroyer, it can be a copy and paste ship and not feel weird. Because it looks good as a fleet formation with 8 of the same thing, and you wouldn't think, oh, it's the same ship. No, no, like aircraft carriers, right?
Yeah.
It fits that aesthetic for whatever reason.
Hmm. I'd call it more of a battleship than an aircraft
I,
carrier, but
I would too, but anything about the movie, it goes and just drops people as it's one role.
well, battleships do too because they have like those landing ships that go out and
Mm,
basically take shuttle people to the beach,
mm.
whereas an aircraft carrier would be launching fighters and stuff, which this doesn't really do.
Yeah,
So,
I think I was saying it's a free hand for just like launching things, but yes, I would agree. I would say it was
yeah.
Battleship as well, but I was trying to sort of add that in.
All right, well, let's get it off my screen because I hate it. All right, moving along. Millennium. That's all right. Millennium Griffin, $5. Also in the line of Buck Rogers, the Fighting 69th Belly Bomber Sled. Is that this one?
Like Rogers, yes.
Okay. An interesting design, I gotta say. I don't know if I've ever seen this.
I was surprised, yeah. It's new to me.
It does kind of fall in line with the Thunder Fighter, aesthetic a little bit. Um, I don't know if this like it doesn't look like a very large ship necessarily, but there's definitely some design cues that kind of fall in line with the Thunderfighter to make it like a cohesive fleet, at least aesthetically. Uh, this one does have fins. This kind of reminds me of the drop ship thing they use in Aliens a little bit with the wings that come out
Yeah,
for some
not
reason.
literally, but I see all the different elements. Yeah, I know exactly what you
Yeah,
mean. Yeah.
yeah. Um, no, it's cool. And it almost gives it like a snow speeder vibe as well. Like there's a lot A-wing as well. Like there's a lot I'm seeing when I look at this. But I don't remember this in Buck Rogers. So I don't know if it was only used once or if it was whatever, right? Like it's been a long time since I've seen Buck Rogers though, in all honesty. So, but yeah, it doesn't look large. It's got a gun on top. Looks like it's maybe 1 to 3 people at most. But that makes me wonder what its purpose is. Is it just literally a shuttle? Is it some kind of fighter to go along with the Thunder Fighters? Um, yeah, fighting 69th Belly Bomber. Well, that's a bomber then. Okay, that's fine. Um, Okay. I could see it going swooping down in the atmosphere and dropping a few bombs, or
Yeah.
having propelled missiles that would bomb another
Mm.
ship, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it has a heavy dutiness the other one doesn't, which is, it's obvious I'm saying that, but it's pretty obvious. No, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had given me a few minutes, I could have said it was the Star Wars of Buck Rogers, as in
Hmm.
based on the previous one. Like I see the logic, but obviously it's functioning a very different thing, and therefore it obviously would be different. I mean, not the most creative thing in the world, but also I think more so. But the Tide Bomb also isn't very creative either. It's very, what I mean.
Yeah.
There's a sort of allowance for that. But I do like the V or Y cockpit cut in. That looks great. That was a really fun
It
choice.
does.
Everything else is basic, but in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Next up, we've got uh Soul Beta Sword with €1.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Every
that.
euro does help.
Yeah. If everybody just put in $1 right now, or €1, or £1, that'd be awesome. Anyway, classic for real, $10. $5 for the spaceship in Deep Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed. Did I miss one? Yes, I did. Never mind. Sorry. I'm going to go back up to Millennium Griffin. Classic for real, you got to wait. I missed one. I apologize. We just had one from him. That's why I'm
Mm.
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, another really cool fighter is from Space Above and Beyond, the Hammerhead. Another really cool. What do you do? Why do you put it in twice? Anyway, Hammerhead. Yeah, these are objectionably cool, like functionality wise and whatever. I love that the cockpit like slides up into the whole cockpit goes down for the pilot to get out and then locks back into the ship. Design wise, I'm not super stoked about it, if I'm honest. Um, it's unique and interesting. Definitely feels like what it is, which is a fighter. It can be atmospheric as well because it does have the front and the rear like winglets and stuff. But something about the wings being up top like that, I'm not the biggest fan of as well. But I like the correlation between this and like modern day fighter jets, the cockpit wise and stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff there. So, and they look really cool in motion with this with the squadron of them. Like, so yeah. Um, Not the biggest fan, but I don't hate them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean it's great. It's not classic because so few people remember it, right? This show came and went. I wasn't around when it happened, but I think
Yeah.
the design work of this in particular is great, sleek, relatively simple, while
Yes.
while at the
Yeah.
same time just really interesting. Yeah, it's a very successful design. I think that I kind of wish it would make a comeback, as I've not seen anything quite like this before, as in since.
Yeah.
It's not amazing, but it's definitely one of the sleeker, simpler, creative, also being simple. Yeah, it's kind of like the Viper in like it's so simple and understandable, but actually has lots of little finesse to it. That like I imagine the three modelers who did this, they pushed and pulled a lot of things to try and like tease. Oh, if I just do this a little bit, and then we found the perfect angle for everything.
Yeah. I just wish the main fuselage kind of widened out as it went back. I don't know. I would make a few
Mm.
design choices that were different, but got the
Mm.
big gun on the front. I mean, that's pretty
Mhm.
cool, but
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, it's unique. It's unique, and that's good. Because a lot of times it is a lot of the same stuff just recycled. So the uniqueness of it is quite an interesting factor. So, um,
And we've had now 3 PayPals, so that is now 6. We are getting
nice,
from that, which is tremendous.
excellent.
Use the
All
deal if
right,
you guys want.
let's move on then. Okay, next up we got classic for real, $10, $5 for the spaceship in Deep Impact, and $5 for the ships. They're twins in Armageddon. P.S. I can hear both of you loud and clear, no hiccups. I even heard Sam's pen drop. Can you hear my pen drop? Really? The noise suppression canceled that out?
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive on your end, but that works for most things. So yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well. All right. Armageddon or Deep Impact. Sorry, Deep Impact, not Armageddon. Modern day NASI stuff. What do you want me to say? Got boosters on it. Um, I haven't watched Deep Impact in forever. I think Armageddon's a much more enjoyable movie to watch, if I'm honest. Basically the same kind of plot, but um, yeah, it's a standard shuttle that's been converted by the looks of things, like heavily converted, with extra boosters and fuel tanks, and yeah, as far as real world space stuff goes, sure, I think it works very well. You can also see in the foreground there is an actual just regular shuttle there, an orbiter, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Hmm.
logical kit bash of how many different elements can we pull in from pre-existing models, because I'm pretty sure the movie is a reactionary movie, meaning they're not designing a brand new craft. As a case of, we've got this problem, we need to do something, so they're only going to have most pieces from other existent NASA projects or the plans to build. So it's exactly what it says on the tin: a no reality based budget or time. What can we construct? You know what? It's it's kind of epic in its own regard, or being pulled
Hmm.
in very detailed kit bash. I like that the front is the NASA shell, but different. Yeah, I also not seen. I've seen the Michael Bay one much more recently, um, than this. But this has a more
Hmm.
pizzazz than that, which is just a slightly different NASA shuttle. But yeah, it's good. I mean, I've never been the biggest fan of this sort of things. I always see is the, the limitations of the same good as the same supports, the same, weight to fuel ratio you need, etc. But yeah, it looks pretty good for what I see.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I like what you said. It's just cobbled together essentially to do
Mm-hmm.
what they needed to do. It's not really thought out or planned or
That's
designed.
Star Wars. Yeah.
It's just a thing. So, all right. I assume this girl thing is the other thing that he wanted, right?
No, no, no. He wants the NASA ship from Armageddon.
Oh, perfect.
That was not classic. Believe it or not.
Wow. Okay.
We can do this
I was
next.
confused with the ordering there, but yeah.
Now
All right.
this is a brand new thing because this wasn't here last time we looked. This is the actual miniature from the movie, the small version. Versus a screen still.
Nice.
It's actually, because we looked at this relatively recently, and this is actually how it looked.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I like the look of the standard orbiter. This just futuristic setup a bit, and I really like the design on this. Uh, Maintains that orbiter look, but it's got quite a few new things, and the integration of the cockpit just feels smoother, feels nicer. I do like the look of these, if I'm honest. But yeah, they are way more similar to just the regular. I mean, the other one that we just looked at had a much more like hurriedly, we need to cobble this together feel. This, I don't know if this was their next orbiter design that they were just pulling out of mothballs to, or not mothballs, but rushing out the door. Um, but it's a good evolution of the orbiter design, and I wish that they would have kind of kept going with the orbiter, honestly. But I like it. I like the color scheme. I like the detailing on it. Yeah, I think it's cool.
I wonder if they thought, you know, who knows, but maybe Go Faster Stripes counts. Let's do Go Faster Lightning Bolts. I mean, you've got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the NASA one a lot in general. Even though I don't like modern NASA, I mean, I don't. Oh, that's not modern. I liked how more advanced that felt, and this feels like a fun iteration. And it does make sense to make the back pod more squared, so you can have less wasted space in the curve. I've always thought that, and so I like it here. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I would have been nice to see a whole load of fleet ships of the NASA craft had we actually continued on our space program, like actually continue versus took a back seat.
Mhm.
Because boy, if you'd asked people in 1980, so how far are we going to be in 2025, they'd have said all the space things, and we have none of the space things. So
They would have said basically what For All Mankind is. Um, with just keeping that advancement going. Yeah.
because boy did it stop, just hard stop.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
And you say that about the cylindrical cargo bay, but a lot of the probes and satellites they launch are cylindrical, so it doesn't actually waste any space. But I see what you're saying for sure. So, all right, yeah, I like this one. It's actually I wouldn't mind actually having a model of this because I kind of like it. Okay, next up we got Sean O'Sullivan with €2. TARDIS can do anything the pilot requires. Hashtag paw fear. This one? Pull this one in, I guess. This is
Yeah, I mean, you know what the TARDIS looks like, so I thought I'd go for an interior because that's a bit more of the character.
yeah.
Yes, there's the first Doctor TARDIS interior.
Although it's got like antique chairs and stuff in there as well, because why not? Uh, Never really was a fan of this control layout, especially for like for more than one person. I get it. I don't know if there's supposed to be more than one person on each of the TARDISi.
Turdii. Yeah,
Sure.
it's meant to be. Each one's meant to be manned by a person in theory.
Hmm.
Uh,
But what do they do? Because they just travel through time. Is there weapons on board? Like, is there a weapon station? And I don't
no,
know.
it's not equipped with weapons. Well, each thing does a different thing. I mean, there are many. Like they properly did blueprints back in the day. Every single button and
Yeah,
knob
of course they
for
did.
several TARDIS interiors are fully diagrammed. But you know, there are things for shields, things for scanners, things for interior environmental stuff to extend the environmental shields, travel
Mm.
forward, back, through space, don't know space, scanning sense, like all the standard stuff is having to be spread out over 5 consoles. But in reality, you would, you know, because these things are travel machines, right? So conventionally, technically speaking, you're meant to say, right, Time Lord A, B, C, and D go to 14 BC, pick up Jeff. They walk in, they go to their consoles, they each press the thing, it goes up, down, they're there, they pick them up, they come back, done. That
Mm.
it's a travel pod, right? It just happens to be used for extreme adventures, but it's really just a travel pod.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've always loved the first console room because it literally uses wallpaper because it was blurry and people's TVs were this big. And so when I
Mm.
did my fan film, which included them, you're damn right I use the wallpaper because that's the canon, bitch.
Attaboy.
Yes, it's great.
Yes.
So I
Yeah,
love
I
the
love
whole
that it
thing.
also reconfigured for each doctor, or they did it themselves, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And also, yeah, like you said, the multi-purpose of the different console sides. You always see the doctor like flying back and forth between or like reaching over. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It be good stuff. And the first one has a lot more intricate details than any later one of the classic era, because it was meant to be a giant set, etc., etc. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right, but we'll go to the first PayPal ones. We've got two. We've got oh, that was the wrong one. Memento. Yeah,
Mhm.
first we've got two. Of course, it's two for the price of one. We've got the Tiberium Imperial Shuttle and the Gear Axis Megame Devil Device Kenshi Sita Teki Vir Ginshi.
Perfect.
This one
Now I know
first.
what we're talking about. Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah, Shuttle Tidarium. I absolutely love this design. It's so big and bold and dynamic while being simple. Like we see one in the Mandalorian, you get to see more of the interior of it, which is great. I like the big fin on the top. It's kind of like the Chariot class that we talked about yesterday, where it's big fin on the bottom, but also the articulating wings. Something about articulating wings, like the bird of prey. You know, I like the landing configuration. I like the landing configuration on this as well, where they're tucked up. But I can't really ever see it flying like that because it's not meant to. So um, yeah, I like this design. It's very unique and different, even for the Imperials. Like you look at the TIE fighters, you look at the Star Destroyers. Um, I mean, since then they've built other things to be reminiscent of this design, like cargo ships and stuff like that, with the same kind of head module. But yeah, and it's got a phase, variable phase front end because you can like walk right through it. Your head just goes right through it when you get off the ramp. But that's really cool. Yep. Don't you remember for The Empire Strikes Back when the Emperor shows up and they get off the shuttle and Vader's helmet basically just phases through the ship because of the way that the matte painting was done. It was just not lined up properly. And there's no dunk
Don't
sound like in the
remember
storm.
that.
There's no dunk sound like in when they added the sound effect to the stormtrooper in Star Wars.
No,
So,
Stuart. No, he felt the force.
oh, okay. Perfect.
That's how he managed to achieve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Siberian's great. It's both super fragile looking while being super cutthroat with creative little things. Like, why the hell would you need a head module that is down tipped? That's not logical, right? Like, it would be normal, but because every little thing gives it character. And it is very much just like a basic taxi shuttle. There's nothing special about it. It's not very fast. It's not very maneuverable. Like, it's all the things that are fine, but it's nothing special. And yet the design language is so bloody unique, right?
It does have guns on it, so
Yeah.
it's a taxi with a little bit of bite.
A little bit of bite. Yeah, it's good to see Mandalorian. It's showed how small it actually is. There's not a lot of internal volume. They use a lot of bloody room in the hangars. A lot of wasted space they utilize. And then you get other ones, like other movies that are smaller, more refined, and proto of this. But this is going to be probably the definitive because it's just a nice, simple design. It's great.
Yeah. I always wanted the toy of this too from Kenner, and I never got it. But it's such a huge piece of plastic. And they're kind of hard to find now in good condition. So
this is one of the few I actually did get a Lego, because any real set is quite expensive. So, I actually got a Lego set there, so I was quite happy to get one.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, and then his other thing.
I mean, there is a ship in there, maybe.
Sure. Very bug-like. It's got a thorax. It's got like it's just a mech now, isn't it? It's not really a ship. It could maybe transform into something. I don't know. I hate talking about this stuff because they all look alike. That's the problem. They all like use the same parts, just reconfigure them. They That's the problem with Gundam and like BattleTech and stuff like that. Like, yeah, one or two designs are actually kind of cool and a little bit different, but all the other ones just kind of blend together for me. And I'm just not a fan. And I don't know if that's why I see it like that, but I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It's not a ship. That's what I say about it.
It's probably similar how other people on Trekkies look at Star Trek ships. Well, they're all bloody just saucers. Saucer in nacelles. Look at you with your same saucer in nacelles. You know what I mean? Like, so fair enough to your personal enjoyment. But yeah, certainly is very standard fare. But it does look a bit more vicious than some things. A giant spear. And I'm assuming whatever shows it from was designed to then be, toys explicitly.
Or model kits. There's a lot of
yeah, model kits. So it's very much like we are here to make model kits, so make it sellable, The idea of a toy. Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
Perfect. Bye-bye. All right. Is the PayPal one next or the PayPal?
Back to normal for another couple?
PayPal or Superchat? God damn it. Dan Ben, £2. Doctor Who, there's some
And it's actually a fan version, but it does show the ship in sort of full design versus, not seeing a good shot.
Why does the front of this look like the Protector from Galaxy Quest? The front and the top and just the configuration of that front end.
It doesn't not look like it. This is fair.
And then you got a Vulcan rear end with a little bit of a ring and red color. Cool. It looks like a big ship though from the window scaling. So it's nothing flashy, nothing fancy, nothing sticking out for the sake of sticking out. It's very much just a ship.
Sean, it's no Voyager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it shows you how effective the Orville is, right? It just does something a little bit elevated that this doesn't quite do, even though I see the logic. It's a central thing, curved organic, and then a back engine module, which is not, in fairness, a little bit different, but at the same time very safe. And easy to model, right? It's pretty simple shapes, just curved. Yep, totally fine, right? It doesn't feel intimidating, doesn't feel dramatic, doesn't feel that fast. But you know what? Does not feel intimidating, does not feel fast. It kind of does everything. And therefore nothing.
But well, exactly. I mean, if you painted it white, you could very well just tell me that was part of the class or the Galaxy Quest fleet. It's got the same kind of front end. It's got even the blue on the back is reminiscent of the blue engines on the. It just design language wise, that's what I'm seeing. So, yeah, it's all right.
It's all right, it's all right, it's all right.
It is. Sean Walslew Holdren, $2. Omega class destroyer from Babylon 5.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun. Love the spinny bits because movement's good.
Wait, they spin now?
I think they always did.
Oh, sorry, I was drunk. That's not
Yeah. These are seated more in kind of a real world space vibe for me because of the spinning elements. And again, I've watched a bit of Babylon 5. I haven't seen all of it yet, unfortunately. But I would assume that is it just the parts of spinning that have gravity? Because they look more like cargo modules than anything else, but I can imagine that's the main bulk of the
makes gravity the whole thing.
The whole thing, even the front part
Yep.
that doesn't spin.
Yep.
It's not how spinning things work for gravity in space, but okay. Yeah, so it's great.
I mean, again, maybe. I mean, I don't know. You say that, but maybe. Well, no, actually, hold on. If the front bit is a fighter launch pad, then maybe actually the control module is not in the front; it's in the middle of the spinning.
Could be.
And then you go into 0G with because the back is just guns and weapons, and the front is just a corridor and then a hangar. You don't need that to get into fighters. So yeah, I associated the command bit at the front, but you can see the hangar. It's the big hole.
Yeah, that makes more sense because you don't need gravity for your engine compartment or for the fighter bay. Because I mean, the fighter bay you'd almost want 0G so you could like come in at any rotation and like magnetize on or something.
If only they had money, they could have shown that.
Right? This goes. I mean, this is again one of my gripes with a lot of these ships is the antenna everywhere, but it doesn't bother me on this one necessarily. It's cool, and I love the dynamicness of the moving center part. Like that's pretty cool. So anything you can add that kind of, even when it's in orbit, looks like there's still stuff going on, is great. Karen says that is the ugliest ship in sci-fi history. What, this one? I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's simple. It's effective. You know, it is not the best thing ever. But that's okay, right? That's okay. It's effective. It looks great at the show. We've seen high detail versions. We've seen, the original version, which is low detail because, fair enough, it's at the time. And it's, yes, it was whole cloth stolen from 2010. Which is weird for a show that's so original in its designs to just nick one that's like, all of the main shapes are there. It's like, what? Like, I know Blu-rays weren't as much of a thing, but like, there were VHS tapes for a long time. Right?
Yes.
But it would be nice, the exact same thing I said earlier, to do a Babylon 5 crossover with Trek as well. It would be nice, again, from fully funded. I have the ability to make some B5 stuff happen, and we had a lovely time watching the B5 meets Trek crossover film.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be that cool, because that was like 4 years to make one film, and I would make, a film in only a few months. But I'd love to see White Star meeting the E with slightly more modern tech, although that was tremendous. I already have the bridge, technically. We built several sets for a convention. I mean, again, the funding, I'd love to build, because I have blueprints, actually. The set design actually died, and his widow, sold all his blueprints and did the thing that you both should do and shouldn't do, and just, you know, did pictures of them all to sell, which meant we had pictures of them all to reference, and that was great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Oh dear.
Okay, Soul Beta Sword, £2 or €2. Soul from Perry Rhodan.
Yes.
Is your name like? Is that one of the reasons you picked this? Okay, so this looks to me like it's probably a massive ship. Again, I don't know anything about it, but one of the most simplistic designs as well. The curved surfaces, I'm sure, in space are very functionally appropriate. Probably help with pressurization and like all that stuff. And it's not fancy for the sake of being fancy, except for the paint job, which I kind of like the idea of simplistic starships, especially for like first forays into space. I don't know if this is a colony ship. That's kind of what I would say it is, like a colony or generational ship. But again, don't know anything about it. The color's quite interesting. It's quite elaborate. It feels like it is a cultural ship. Like they're moving to another planet and they're kind of decked out with their, the look of their artisans or something. So, or it looks like a baby's rattle. I don't know. Don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I've seen variations of this, or it might just be two balls and a bit in between. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is the inspiration. All I see when I see it is a very, very simple 3D model with a guy who have built this thinking, oh, I can repeat parts all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And then I can mirror it. And we're done! Which is fair. So for me, it has a lack of creativity, although a very solid shape. If I was doing this, which obviously I'm not, I would have each side be a very different shape. So even, or like, the shape's the same, but I'd have one be like a habitation zone, one be a fight or whatever. So all of the details are different, but the shape's the same, allowing for it to feel unique and functional versus just a mirrored piece on a mirrored piece. But yeah, I definitely either get a giant space station or a colony ship, or yeah, something that almost like needs to have cryo sleep because it slowly moves, but it can hold 10,000 people, so that's the purpose, not the quick move. My guess. But yeah,
but I can imagine this thing is massive inside. Like,
Millennium looks phallic.
I mean, kind of.
Oh no, error makes it even worse. Yes, yes. Oh yes, the poll, I forgot. Do you like the event? What do you think of the event horizon? 38 volts. Votes. Like it,
Votes.
39%. Meh, 28%. Love it, 21%. Don't like it, 13%. Interesting.
That is interesting. Okay. While he does up another poll, which I'm sure he is doing, let's go with I guess it would be a PayPal. Hold on. I'll have to go take a look.
As we said, guys, 2 for the price of 1 on PayPal right now. Got a couple incoming, which is great. That means 30% of the support has actually gone to us as well, which is great.
So Spear of Selene from DuckTales reboot.
Yes.
And the Razorback from The Expanse.
Yep.
You can show them on a split screen if you like. They are similar in design and purpose and still great. There's no Razorback here, so yet. I will.
Multitasking
I can
everything.
pull one. I can pull one in. You can
no,
do.
I already had it. Yeah, I just didn't go in.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'll let you rotate it though.
Yeah. Ooh. Perfect. Yeah, one of the most simplistic designs for a spaceship, really. It's just like a rocket with some fins. Getting very first man on the moon type vibes from the first one with being black and white. But the big dollar sign on the fin is humorous to me.
Yeah, I tried to find pictures of this in color, and they're either fan or cartoon. And I was like, oh, I could go for representation, but I thought go with the actual show, so we know it's
Yeah,
the design. So
yeah. And the Razorback it's a speedster. It's designed to go fast. It definitely has that shape. It's basically all engine at the back, but it also has that design where it can like basically land on its tail. Um, and yeah, I love it's designed specifically for racing. So it's got like racing colors on it. It's got a bunch of ship silhouettes on it of like the fastest ships. Um, yeah, I like the Razorback. Um, I like the other one too, but it's yeah, it's very much harkening back to like a different era of like Victorian ideas of what space travel would be like. So yeah.
yeah, I actually kind of like the DuckTales one. It's obviously uber simple, but I'm not used to seeing a very sleeked out rocket like that. It's kind of like how the Wallace and
Hmm.
Gromit one is the reverse. It's very fat,
Hmm.
bulbous one that works as well. This actually works, I think, rather well. It looked tremendous in motion, right? Take away the
Hmm.
ladder and zip around. It looked excellent. And if you added a Starfleet saucer or a ball or like something, or even like a Delta Flyer front, so when it did this, it looked like a ship. The way the tri wing configuration would actually work rather well, I think. So yeah, I think, and it's yeah very similar, very stylistically similar. I mean, I don't think the Expanse one's amazing, but I have no personal knowledge of it, so I can't really judge. But yeah, I mean, these are surprisingly aesthetically the same, just with all of the tech in between. I didn't know it was Go Faster Stripes, kind of with the red, which I quite like. So
Yeah.
good to know. I'm saving the Expanse. I will see it someday, and you might suddenly hear me rave about it. Yeah, who knows?
All right.
Interesting stuff.
So the next one was two from the chat. So I assume
Yes.
that's
So we had
I see.
one.
I'll let you put them in because I'm not sure what's going on.
All right. We have the. And I mentioned earlier the Super Bowl advert. This is the Walmart Super Bowl advert because it's a better still than anything else. They brought this guy back,
Yeah,
rebuilt it.
that
Well, or CG, but it's a better shot than the movie.
that Walmart commercial is fantastic. They do
Mm-hmm.
really good ones. This is just basically a jet ski or a in or like a space jet ski essentially. Uh, but yeah, Flash Gordon. Uh, is it a spaceship? Not really. I think it's just for an atmosphere because how are you going to breathe? But yeah, it is what it is. I neither like or nor dislike it. It's kind of reminiscent of one of the vehicles in He-Man, the old 80s cartoon. Um, Only they sat down on theirs. It's very much more like a jet ski. So yeah, I don't know much to say. It's simple and it does what it does. It moves people around. So boom.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely of the time, right? But it's an iconic movie, and we watched it relatively recently, and it's so dumb. But its art design is so strong, and the acting is actually not good's the wrong word, right? But it's fun, and it's great to see, you know, um, this chap. I mean, he cannot leave this role. He never can. He'll be doing it until his Zimmer frame, and he's certainly getting closer because it's been around a while. Uh, yeah, I mean, I would imagine it would be able to go in space because I think if I'm right, the guards do have helmets, and obviously he's not designed with this in mind, right? He just steals it. So I'm assuming they are spacecraft. He just not
Uh,
is in the spacesuit. Yeah, that's
I
pretty cool.
I wouldn't want to fly around in this in space. I'm just saying. Just doesn't look stable enough, you know?
Hmm. I assume there's shields
Anyway,
and such. I assume.
yeah.
Pretty good and great advert. Go watch it. But in the chat, people are requesting Warhammer 40k ships, and that was a much nicer resolution image. So it isn't. Let me find another one. Yes, what do you know about Warhammer 40k? And I'm going to swap the image out in a second. But what do you think of Warhammer 40k ships in general?
Well, they're basically flying cathedrals. They're fancy for the sake of being fancy. They kind of remind me a lot of the Cygnus from like Battles of the Black Hole. Um,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
they got that kind of gothic vibe going on, which is interesting. It definitely is a unique thing for the Warhammer universe.
Yeah.
I don't know Warhammer. I've never really watched anything on it. Um, but the ship designs are very unique in their style, so I got to give them credit for that. They seem over engineered, overly extravagant for just for the sake of it. Wouldn't want to have to repair one after a battle because you got to remake all that stuff and make it look good. What the hell? It's not just plating. Plus, are those big glass windows on the front? Because, like, again, a cathedral. I hope not. I can picture some Warhammer ships just having this like bridge module, which like just like tall, multi-story like glass. I don't know if that's the case, but it's kind of reminiscent almost of the pirate ship we looked at earlier. The back end's got a lot more going on. There's like antennae and stuff there, where the front end is just very simple yet imposing. Like the red on this is like very regal. Uh, it's very reminiscent of that skull and crossbones on the front of the other ship. So I like them. I just don't understand them. I think there's a lot of magic and stuff that goes on with Warhammer. It's like a mix of tech and magic. So if I knew more about them, it'd be cool. But they look a little flashy and showy to me, and I've never been a big fan.
I like I like Raj's comment getting train vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the scale is absurd in this universe. Like nothing's grounded. Everything is like huge. I mean, obviously, you've seen the Warriors. They are giant. Everything is super scale. So these ships, I'm imagining, are 200 decks of Starfleet, and it would dwarf anything, whatever. So therefore, it's hard to relate to them. That I assume, based on the context clues, these things are pure 50-year lifespan warships designed to take on anything. Every class is a battleship. Every class is a gunboat. Every class designed to kill and destroy, and it's just a big brutal universe, right? And then you have these giant ships that are absurd, where try and come at me, we're gonna have destroyable pieces because come at me, we'll just shoot you with 5,000 turrets. You know what I mean? Like that level of brutalism where you can afford to have all this other stuff because it's so. We'll shoot 4,000 laser guns. What are you on about?
Mhm.
I don't. I would love to know the original design brief for these because I can see a language, but I don't know how to describe it.
I think it's probably just imagine a flying cathedral. I don't know.
Yeah, but even that though, I mean, honestly, a train match with a cathedral is very apt,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think somebody, and Dan kind of mentioned it here, reminds me of the Klingon Dispow class from Discovery. Yeah, I think from somebody from Discovery that was doing Klingon ship designs was very much a Warhammer fan because of the intricate nature of the Klingon ships. Oh, yeah. I just can't wait for the Tomy D7. Simple and perfect. Dun dun dun.
Excellent. Next we go.
All right, we're back to super chats here.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard Lal, £5. Galvatron's ship from Revenge, the Revenge from Transformers the movie. Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I think Unicron built this for him. I'm not quite sure on that, but it is a very unique design. It's not like the Nemesis, which was the former Decepticon ship. This has elements that make it absolutely unique. The spikes on the front of both the engines and the front section. There is a launch bay in the front of the ship as well, and the attachment points of the engines being the low. Like if you could put a thing at the top as well to make it very Deridex like and or Vulcan ship, but I kind of like the configuration of it. Uh, it's not in the movie very long, if at all, really. It just helps Galvatron escape. And yeah, love the color scheme. The purple of the Decepticons always looks great. And that's about all I got on that one. It's an interesting design.
I've always loved the Unicron design.
Yeah,
It's
Unicron's cool.
it's both dumb, cool, and Death Star all at the same time.
It's like a really badass Death Star, yeah.
Yeah, and I've only seen a little bit of it in certain there's so much Transformers, and it's right, but I've seen an episode, I've seen a thing when it, and it's like, well, this is an impressive thing. It transforms and it's great. It's cool, big thing. Yeah, this is a cool. I mean, I picked this picture because it looked the most kick-ass. It's a good amount of thin, and yet bulky. It's actually a lot of Star Trek because look at those pylons and almost nacelles.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
almost Star Trek with this, so I like that balance. Yeah, he looks a ship I would not want to fight. Don't make me fight it. And he says not in the movie much. Is that because then we go to Earth and on Earth and therefore no more ship?
Well, it's more like go to Cybertron, but yeah. And it's one of those ships that just kind of launches out the side of Unicron, and it's never explained where he got it. If he built it for you, Galvatron, because he reconfigured Megatron into Galvatron, it's a whole thing. But yeah, there's no real history on the ship, and it's not used a lot in the movie. So it's an interesting visual, and I don't know if they intended to use it for like seasons 4 and 5 of the G1 series. I can't even remember if it's in season 4 and 5 at all, actually. So it's a very unique ship in that regard. It's not super like focused on.
And Dan says reminds me of the Liberator from Babylon or from Blake 7 a little bit.
A little bit.
I know what you mean. Well, not at all. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like
I
how
know
Transformers they did do some interesting ships despite it not being a ship show.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like the best designs, but they had some had some interesting stuff.
And Filoni asks if it transforms. It does not. No. It doesn't become Triptychon or anything like that. No. It's just a ship.
How do you
Which
feel?
means Unicron could have got it anywhere. I don't know.
True. How would you have felt if it transformed into like a giant gun for Unicron? It's just a gun.
I could see them actually
See?
having that in mind when they
Yeah,
designed it.
yeah.
And it just never became a thing. But yeah, and that'd be the irony because
Yep.
Megatron was a handheld gun, and then Galvatron could transform into a gun and or a cannon, like a mobile cannon. So that's interesting.
Because it's a planet, not I mean, it's a moon planet, but it's a planet. So the fact that like his amazing special spaceship is just also his gun or his spear, and then launches 3 of them, and they all just transform, and then like changes magazines to his spaceship gun. Like there's some fun art bullshit to that would be quite charming.
Yeah.
Maybe in the sequel.
Yeah. All right. I think we won't be taking any more. We got a few to go through here. So.
Okay.
Millennium Griffin, $10. No comments. So I don't know if he asked for anything.
He will comment again in a second with some stuff. Don't worry. He does super chat. He's supporting us, and we thank him a lot.
Yes.
He's actually
100%.
number 1 currently. So
You're a top fan.
yeah.
Mark Lawrence is second, and then Tab Extra is third.
So thank you. It's very nice of you to jump in.
Yeah.
And continue reading down the line.
All right. Classic for real, $2. Forget PayPal. This is my real name. Yeah, Anime Girl is me.
No, I said Anime Girl. So, I said, it's not classic. And oh, okay. It was, yes.
Of course it was.
He wanted to set the record straight.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right, Millennium Griffin, $10 again. Buck Rogers fighting 69th, and I think you'll get the accurate picture. That picture is actually from my Etsy shop. Wow, Corellian Custom. I don't know why it's repeating my text. Well, it didn't repeat that one. So, all right. So here's the actual.
I love the fact that you can buy his own art. There's only 1 left in stock though. Buck Rogers fighting 69th Bomber on Etsy right now. You can go buy it if you want. So cool.
He must have saw that come up and went, oh yeah.
I plugged without realizing, but hey, you look cool. The real one looks cooler, 69th. But
So here it is from the show. Yeah, and it gives way more Star Wars vibes now with that dirty kind of paint scheme as well as the red striping.
This chap
Uh,
has loads of stuff on his 3D print store, loads of ships, and it appears to be great value as well. So
well, go visit it, guys.
here's the direct link.
Yeah, go buy
Cool.
something.
I mean, if you like ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already talked about this, but yeah, it feels very in-universe used, kind of older design, maybe. I like the dirtiness of its appearance. The rear engines are quite interesting. I like that configuration. Yeah, it's very neat. I don't remember it from the show still. I'm sorry. We've already said a lot about this, so
And not to dismiss your other version, because of course, fan model. Though this looks a lot nicer. I really think the paint scheme's very cohesive. The amount of reds and stuff really elevates it a lot beyond the design, which shows you how often texturing is important. Yeah, the engines are great. Yeah, this I think actually it looks a lot cooler with the correct
it
paint.
does add more to the Star Wars vibe though, with the paint, for sure. I think.
Yes and no. It both does and at the same time pulls me into a different direction. Is it meant to be a greeny color?
Well, the interesting thing is,
Hmm.
I think it is supposed to be a greeny color. And the
Yeah.
interesting thing is the thing you said, the V shape that was like a window. I don't think is a window. I think it's a paint detail. But at least it looks like it here. Um,
Right? Yeah. But that
what
looks way cooler. I quite like that. Fins be finning.
Lazarus said if you had asked, I would have said Star Wars. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. But if that's Ralph, not right, yeah, it's all the same, whatever. Then yeah.
this might be Ralph McQuarrie. I wouldn't be
Or did I say
surprised,
Sid Mead?
but
What did I say? Because it's the same as the other one, where it's yeah. Because if it's Buck Rogers too, and he did the other one that was also the same thing,
well,
then
the Thunderfighters was Ralph McQuarrie
yeah.
painting. Yeah,
So maybe it's the same. If it's the same show, it could be the same thing.
cool.
Excellent.
All right. Let me get Millennium Griffin again with $5. Yes, the VF31 Siegfrieds. That's this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely adore this design. But it could just be a modern day fighter, an X-plane, uh, stealth fighter of some sort. I love the configuration. I love the sleekness. I love the forward facing wings. It's very reminiscent of the uh, ship from, or the planes from Stealth, movie Stealth, which is a great movie. Ed, um, Eddie. Eddie is the complete package. Yeah. Uh, also Firefox vibes, which is an old Clint Eastwood
Hmm.
movie where he
Hmm.
steals the Russian experimental fighter. Uh, it doesn't necessarily say, if you show me this, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a spaceship or a space fighter. It just feels like a regular aircraft that you could probably see flying around in an air show here, like today. You know, it's got that X-plane kind of, or like fifth gen fighter vibe to it. So yeah, I like the design. I like the paint scheme. It does feel kind of battle techy, or Macross, but it's a design I like. I dig it.
Yeah, it's very cohesive. It combines ultra jet with a little bit of fancy, a little bit of extra fancy. I would, if I was making a spaceship, I'd do a few more greebly or not necessarily glowy, but a tad more on the sci-fi side than the plane side to make it more like a spaceship plane, but like the Hammerhead, right? There's a few more, for whatever
Yeah.
reason, spaceship vibe, but it's very cohesive. I think all of it comes together really well. Yeah.
Mhm. All right, and there's one more up here. Is that a PayPal?
Yes.
Do you want to read it out?
Sure.
This will be our last one, though, I think. So
The spaceship from the 2023 or 2024, whatever, piece by piece movie, which I guess was Lego.
which, let's be honest, this is just a NASA orbiter in black and downscaled to just be like a two-person cockpit. I like it. I like the orbiter design. I always have. Um, like the ones in Moonraker, the James Bond film. I mean, they're just regular orbiters with a new paint scheme, but I love them. So, and this is cool with the black. I would love to have this as a Lego kit because it's nice. I like it. It's got like an X-wing type vibe canopy going on. Yeah.
I mean, and it's also basically a canon Section 31 ship.
Is it though?
I mean, maybe. Yeah, and it's cool the amount of colourful. This is a movie, guys. This is a Lego movie, so this is actually a still for the movie. Yeah, the back engine thing is very clever, as in the way it's just framed. Yeah, they had fun making this, clearly, and I always appreciate when they do this. It looks like plastic because you could easily make a Lego built thing that looks more real, but to have it just look like plastic.
Yeah.
Dear me.
And Classic Trail says, believe it or not, the actual Lego set is 150 for this. There's like
32
probably
pieces.
count. Yeah, I could probably count the number of parts.
Why?
Unless there's a bigger version of it.
Why? I mean, maybe more expensive if it's got like a ground stabilizing system which lets it have the plume and things. The whole thing's like a display piece.
It also might be a diorama set. Like there's more included than just the ship.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So it's like the whole thing because that's a cool thing. But like the ship itself is one of those basic ships you could possibly build. I definitely have enough pieces for that in that drawer. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's expensive. What do I want to end on, Stuart? What I want to end on?
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. This has been awesome.
Yes.
These are always popular. We'll definitely be doing them again. We get some new people in here, so I'd like to thank Millennium Griffin for joining.
Making a difference.
Hopefully you subscribe to the channel as well, and hopefully some people will actually click the link and go check out your Etsy store. So
yeah, some cool stuff. And nothing in the thumbnail got picked.
As usual.
Yeah, that does happen quite a lot, which is fine. It's also mildly funny.
Let's end this poll.
Yo, yes.
Would you rather us do what? Would you rather us do on Trekyards? Do more Strange New Worlds lives? Do more ship lives like this? Both. Keep them both coming. That wins with 78%.
Yeah, not even close.
Do more ship lives like this, 15%, and do more Strange New Worlds, 7%. So, yeah.
I like both.
Excellent.
As long as you guys support and you have done, then yeah, absolutely. Someday we'll get Stargate ships, Stuart. Someday.
You know what you need to do, since nobody ever picks anything on the thumbnail. I want you to put the Jolly Roger on the thumbnail next time so it doesn't get picked.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, do the yeah. It's like
reverse psychology.
Yeah, it's like saying Bloody Mary 3 times and she doesn't show up. Even though she's right there, in theory it should be like that. Good stuff.
All right, guys. Thank you so much
for tomorrow's Stuart Live, because believe it or not, we're back to bloody Strange New Worlds.
And it's going to be a hologram episode or a holodeck episode. So join me, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my first reaction, and Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our complete review and breakdown of the episode.
It'll be a normal week. There's no other things. Well, there's 2 in a row we got taken over by other stuff.
Well, you say that, but Saturday we got an interesting, unique video.
I meant for the Friday.
Oh,
okay. For the review content.
Okay, I got you.
Correct. You're correct.
So tune in for all that, guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, do all the things you need to do, and come back and join us for other ones. We appreciate you guys. Until next time, he's Commander Cockings.
He's got a Foley.